Today's floor plan is a very different 2 bedrooms, 2 bathroom with a flex that you can build as a 2 or a 3 bedroom. Let's have a look. Let's go. Hello and welcome to another episode of Orlando Home Show, where strategy matters, passion rules, and I am back covering one of my favorite new builder right here in Deland area. If you want to know more about Deland, make sure to check out Orlando Living with Dee. And today's floor plan is a 2 bedrooms, 2 bathroom with a flex. And if you build this from scratch, you can actually make some structural changes to have this built as a 3 bedrooms, 2 bathroom on a 50 by 130 lot. The first thing you're going to notice is you have these beautiful pavers, which is included with this builder for the base price, along with this beautiful coach light that you see over here. Now, I have covered some of their other floor plans. I have done the decorated ones, and I've also done which are not decorated. And with this builder, one thing that have really caught my attention is just the front elevation, the 15-foot entrance, along with 11.5 solid brick home, which is something very rarely I have ever seen. Most of the builders will have 9.4 and in some cases 10-foot ceiling. I have never seen for a very long time about 11.5-foot ceiling height. So you have this nice pavers that kind of leads to your front porch area. Now they have other elevations where you kind of get a little bit more of a front porch elevation, so that is something to look in. If you haven't seen the video on that, it will be releasing anytime soon if it is not released. But look at the ceiling height. This is just the way it comes with this builder. So let's go in and check the rest of this beautiful house out. Hello and welcome to another beautiful floor plan. Guys, it is my effort to bring you all the floor plans with the builders that I work with, the builders that I cover, because see, what happens is with every builder, they have like 10, 12, 7, 8, 9 floor plans, and then they will only have 2 or 3 decorated models. And for you, I don't know. I mean, like for me, I want to make sure that I'm physically able to walk through the whole floor plan, then to look it on a piece of paper, because it doesn't make much sense to me if I'm not able to physically walk. Because I say this all the time, it's not so much about the square footage of the house, it is more about how the flow of the house works. So the floor plan that I'm showcasing today is a 2 bedrooms, 2 bathroom with a flex. It has a structural option that you can change this into a 3 bedrooms, 2 bathroom, and the square footage of this specific house is 1,840 on a 50 by 130. The lot price is anywhere from $0 to $16,000. It is $0 when you are in the inside on a back-to-back street. So, but if you have a cul-de-sac or a conservation, then you do have to pay extra for it. There is no CDD, and the HOA is just about $245 a month. They have a clubhouse, a fitness center, resort-style pool, a walking trail, a pickleball. There's a lot of amenities. And if you want to know more about the Deland, Deltona, or any of the suburban area in Central Florida, Orlando, Greater Orlando, Tampa, Tampa Bay, and now Ocala, make sure to check out Orlando Living with Dee. That's where I go into these communities. I talk about the infrastructure related to school, hospital, shopping, dining, because for you, maybe a good school district is important. So you want to see what the structure is, or if you are retiring and you want to make sure that it's closer to a nice major hospital and you have all your day-to-day amenities located, and that's more important to you. So this is a beautiful, beautiful house. This is a newer builder. If you haven't watched their model, the decorated one, please go ahead and do so. If it's not released, it will be releasing very soon. The first thing you're going to notice that you get this solid 8-foot door. The upgrade is in regards to this door that you see. 15-foot entrance with 11.5-foot ceiling height is normal. This is an upgraded model, and the base price of this specific house is $405,990. This specific model at the time of the shoot is available for $449,990. You have your flex area right over here. It's not enclosed, but this is the flex area. You can make this into a private dining or a semi-private dining if you want. However, it might be a little too far out, but you have this area You can always, with the structural option, make this into a bedroom. So there's so many things that you could do. I've also done another one, which was a 2 bedrooms, 2 bathroom with the enclosed flex area. And just that, whenever you have a flex area, if it doesn't have a closet, but it has the window, then it's a flex area. It's like a den. If it has a closet and a window, it's considered as a bedroom, something that I would recommend instead of a flex area, because when you get to the resale, it's going to give you more bang for your buck. You have this beautiful upgraded tile, and then the whole thing, if you look at it, just opens up. Now with this builder, there's a lot of things that they give you for the base price. Two of the important thing is you get the false ceiling in your great room, which is right here, and you get the false ceiling in your bedroom. The upgrade is in regards to the extra lights. If you are going to build a house from scratch, please make sure to watch my videos on do's and don'ts of building a brand new home. I've not only done the videos related to the models, but I've also done videos on things that you should do when you're building a home, things that you should take care in terms of an investment, because buying a house and investing into your own house is also an investment for the long term. So look into those things that will not only educate you, but will help you to make the right, well-informed decision. So right over here, you have the 2-car garage. I'm going to take you in because I want to point out a couple of things. Now, this is a block construction with the 11.5-foot ceiling, which is very rare. The other thing that is different, you do get the garage opener. You have the water heater right over here, and you have this ballad that kind of protects you so you don't run into your own water heater. Your attic entrance is over there. But thing that is different is that you have a light here and a light fixture there. Most of the time with most of the builders, you just have one light fixture or a tube light in the middle. But with this builder, they give you that. I would have loved it if they would have epoxy that. This is something that I highly recommend that you do that when you buy, because your flooring, it's Florida. Sometimes you have this really thin cracks, which is just settling cracks that happens. But if you have that epoxy, it looks really nice, and it kind of extend the pad life, if I may, so you don't see a lot of nicks and nooks, and also it looks much better. So right behind over here is the very first bedroom. I want to stand in the corner to kind of give you an idea, and you see how that tall ceiling kind of makes a huge difference, make this house look bigger than it actually is. You have this nice window bringing in a good amount of light. Now please keep in mind, washer, dryer, refrigerator is not included. However, that is not to say if they have an inventory home that we cannot negotiate, because right now at the time of the shoot, I know what one builder is doing compared to other builders with their inventory homes. And right now with this builder, you will get 4.99% interest buy down for the life of the loan, or you will get up to $15,000 towards closing cost and prepaid. And the reason I say up to is because if you're buying cash, you may not use all of that, so they're not going to give you that. But I have negotiated where even if we're not using, they can use that as cash towards closing. So things of this nature is something that we do, and we also know what one builder is doing. So we are able to not only educate you, but also compare what other builders in the area is doing and go back and renegotiate hard for you. So that is something to keep in mind. You also have the sliding doors for your closet space. I've done another model where they had this really nice walk-in closet. I'm not a huge fan of those rolling doors, but something that I've seen right over here is your shower tub combination with the tile going all the way up. This is something that I've always recommended. It doesn't cost a lot of money, but it looks really nice. The upgrade is in regards to the quartz. The undermount sink is standard, and the color of the cabinet and your flooring is an upgrade. Now with this builder, they do give you a choice of 2 different stain colors and 2 different granite. But look at this whole house just opens up. Now it really depends upon your situation. You may like it because sometimes, for me personally speaking, I like when you open the door, you have a little bit of a walkway, and then the whole house opens up. So it's a matter of personal choice, but for the price point, for the area, with everything that is happening, with all the upgrade, because one thing I will tell you, I've done over 400 plus homes, and I know I'm probably beating the dead horse, but I can tell you, very rarely, as a matter of fact, probably first time or the second time I'm coming across where 11.5-foot ceiling is a standard feature with the builder. It does not happen. So you have this kitchen. This is the size of your island. What is included is these fixtures along with the one over here. It is included in the base price. And then you also have this nice pantry over here with this wire rack. And you have the 42-inch cabinet with the crown molding. The upgrade is in regards to the color. And then you have your microwave, which is venting outside, and they are doing that on their inventory home. But if you go to a design center, you would have to pay extra for it, something that you may or may not want to do depending upon how much cooking you do and what kind of spices you use. But for me, it's a must. When I built my house, I did that because I want to make sure it vents outside. You have a beautiful marble backsplash, which is something that you do have to pay extra for it. And like I mentioned, you do not get the refrigerator, but I love the way this kitchen is set because I have always preferred to have a window in your kitchen overlooking your backyard. So it's kind of a nice coffee and a bread station right over here. And one thing that I want to point out specifically to you is that with this, you have this huge 3-panel sliding door, 11 by 12. I would have loved it if it would have kind of hidden behind a wall like I've seen with Pulte, but this is your standard size of your extended lanai on a 50 by 130. And they give you an option if you're building from scratch to extend this another 4 feet. So you can have it till here and they will put that under the roof. And then your master bedroom is also going to extend another 4 feet. But look at the size of this lot. It goes all the way up until this point. So you can easily build a nice pool and still have some room for gardening if this is something you want to do, you know. And I always say this, when it comes to land, you know, you don't get a lot of, like in this community, I did another builder where the standard lot size was 65 by 130. And if that video is not released, it will be releasing anytime soon because, you know, land is something you don't get a lot unless you're willing to go in the outskirts. And you know, you are like about an hour 15 minutes to the international airport and to the Disney and everything that Central Florida has to offer. If you're willing to go a little bit in the outskirts, you're going to be able to get a lot more bang for your buck. And if you are willing to buy an inventory home that is completed, you know, then you will be able to get a lot more incentives. We have in the past not only negotiated an interest buy down, but have also gotten washer, dryer, refrigerator, and blind. And I love with this, this is the standard outlay. The upgrade, of course, is the tile and the cords and the cabinet color, but you have this nice 3 big window panel. You have another 2 windows there, another window there, bringing in a lot of light and making this house look a lot more bigger than it actually is. And then right over here is your laundry, which is a pretty good size. But what I also love is that they have the furnishings for a wash station if this is something you want to do right behind this door, something that I highly recommend. And then you have your regular, now you can always do these cabinets and stuff later on, and if your budget does not permit, you can always have your bedrooms, you know, you can always do the tiles later on. Because if you want to do structural, like if you want to be able to get, you know, that extra extended lanai, I would not suggest for you to do it later on because that can void your structural warranty. So you want to do that with the builders. And right over here is your master bedroom with the false ceiling. I don't know why wouldn't they put those extra lights. I've said this so many times. I've been on a lot of builder meetings. Recently, I was at a builder meeting with the DR Horton, and they had the division vice president, and I told them, you guys have 15 to 17 different models in almost every community, but then you're always building your Rabi, your Hayden, and your Cali model. What about the other ones? Even though I have been lucky enough and blessed enough that they have allowed me to go into their other floor plans that are kind of almost completed, that I've been able to do, because, you know, as a consumer, as someone, you know, I want to make sure that this floor plan looks good, but let me physically walk through the house so that it makes a lot more sense. So with this builder, you can actually do an extension for another 4 feet. So what happens is that this one will extend another 4 feet out, like you see the shadow, so probably till that point. And then you also kind of get you know, the extension for your extended lanai area. So that is something that is a possibility if you build from scratch. Now, please keep in mind, when you are building from scratch, builder owns the dirt. So they may not, be willing to give you a lot more concession as compared to if the house is ready and ready to go. Now, this specific house is available for sale at the time of the shoot for $449,000. The base price is $405,990, and this is where you have your master bathroom. You have the upgraded quartz over here with the space right there, especially for the ladies. You have the undermount sink with the nice color cabinet, the same flooring, the frameless walk-in shower with this beautiful, it's just simple white tile going all the way up, and you also have a transom with the niche and the sitting area with the upgraded flooring and I like the fact that it's like a nice 6 to 10 inch is down, so it's kind of nice that if your thing gets clogged, the water is not coming all the way up. So it's kind of nice. It's a little bit of a step down. And then right over here, you also have the privacy, or you have the water closet with the privacy door. Now, you don't see that in every single master bathroom. And then right across from it, you also have a small cabinet or a small closet area for your towels and linens and everything else. And this is your master closet area, and that is my master space right over there. Something that I would highly recommend, container store. I've done some videos with the Pulte near the airport, and they had the container store come out and do their whole thing, and it was really, really nice. I kind of liked it. And you can also go to IKEA. If you're somewhat handy, you can always have this organized it a little bit better. I hope you do get a lot of value from my videos, and if you do, please press that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel. I've seen a lot of people look at our videos, but very few have subscribed, so please do me a huge favor. Please subscribe to my channel. Check us out on other social media channels, and finding the right agent to assist you in your house hunt is super important. So please read our reviews, check us out on Google, on Facebook, on Zillow. We are here to help and serve you, and please give us that opportunity to be able to assist you this year and connect with you. If you want to know more about these areas, make sure to check out Orlando Living and Orlando Home Show En Espanol, where we do the same videos in Spanish. And guys, there's a lot that is changing in our industry. By the time this video is released, there may be a settlement already in place, because what they're doing now is they're decoupling the buyer's agent commission. Traditionally, we have been paid through the seller. That is not to say that the sellers will continue to pay us, but we may have to negotiate depending upon the way the market is, so it could become an additional cost to you. So something that you want to keep in mind. We have been able to so far always negotiate our commissions from the seller side. However, there have been some instances where the buyers would have to pay, and we do that by basically asking extra concessions. And both Fannie and Freddie Mac came out and said that any extra concession that goes towards the buyer's agent compensation would not be counted towards your closing cost and prepaid, because there is a cap. When you buy a house, there is a cap that you are allowed to get, and you cannot get anything more than that, and which is usually on an FHA 6% on an owner-occupied property. And if we negotiate 9% concession and 6% goes to you, and then another 3 could be the compensation for the buyer's agent. So things of this nature, please keep those things in mind. I do hope that you get a lot of value. Until the next model, thank you for watching. Bye for now.